everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin, welcome, and today I'm doing my Project 10 Uses update. Now this project did get a little bit neglected this month just because I have so many finales this month. It is December and also I am pre-filming quite a lot, so there hasn't been that much time between updates, but we do have 2 rollouts, which is really exciting. Of course we have some rollouts, I would not be here otherwise. Also, next door have got a new puppy, and if you can hear it screaming, I don't know if they've locked it in a kitchen or what, but my heart is breaking because all I can hear is that poor puppy crying all day, and I am this close to going next door and rescuing it. So I'm really sorry. It's really upsetting, I know, but there's not much I can do about it. Just power through, and this is the only day I have to film. So pray for the puppy. Thank you. Thoughts and prayers. And yeah, let's get into it. But just before we do, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. We recently hit 2K. Well, recently, we didn't even recently hit it. I'm just pre-filming so much. I've not really been able to thank you guys. But yeah, we recently hit 2K, and as I said, I'm doing Vlogmas. So there are a lot of exciting videos already up on my channel and a few more to come as well. So if that interests you, I do project pans, bright, fun, colourful makeup looks, and all that fun stuff, so stick around. Okay, first is a little bit of a disappointment. This is my High Tide palette, and I've worn this one time, and that is on my eyes today. But this is the palette. I used the shade Luna, I used the shade Flora, and I used the shade Free Flow in today on my eyes. It's just a little bit of a kind of smoky, wintry halo eye. I love this look. I think it is amazing. I, of course, had to use this at least once to film this update because if I came on here and said I hadn't used it at all, that would be heartbreaking. So I have used it once. I did do a little bit of a silly thing. I rolled in this and another teal kind of palette in my No Pan Left Behind project. I didn't realise, but there are 2 teal palettes that I'm working on right now, which has kind of overwhelmed me a little bit, but I do love teals for the winter. I love this look. I feel very smoky, very wintry, very, yeah, grungy almost. I do love this palette. I'm glad that I'm getting some use out of it in this project because it has been neglected this year, which is really sad. But again, I'm wearing it today. I really enjoy it. This definitely needs more love, and I am going to do that over the next few months. Next is something else that I'm wearing today. This is Colourpop Ice Dream, and I have this tapped on the center of my halo eye today. This is a Super Shock shadow. It goes from like blue to green to purple. It is absolutely stunning. And obviously I'm trying to hit 10 uses, and we have used this 3 times this month. So again, not as much as my usual progress, but again, because of all those things that I mentioned before, this has only had 3 uses. But over the Christmas break, and like from now on, I've kind of ended a lot of my projects. So this project will have a lot more kind of time because it's the only project really that I'm continuing on through December to January. So hopefully I'll have a lot more use out of this. I love this for the winter. It's like, I don't know, the northern lights on your eyelids. It is so beautiful. So I will hopefully have a lot more progress on this in the coming month. Next was something I rolled in because like I didn't really know how I felt about it. And this is the Cocoa Blend by Zoeva. I have used this 3 times and it has mostly been this blush. It is a really beautiful blush. I'm not wearing these today, but this blush is gorgeous. It's got like a mauvey but also orangey flip. Can you even see that? It is really gorgeous, and this highlighter I actually really enjoy. The Zoeva highlights I don't normally enjoy, but this one's really nice. Maybe we can hit pan on it. I don't know, hopefully. But as I said, I used this 3 times, and that is the palette as a whole, not the individual shades. So again, as I've said before, this project will be one of the only ones rolling on from December to January. So hopefully I can get a lot of use out of this, and hopefully January will be a really good month for this project. This is also a little bit disappointing, but I'm not that surprised. This is my Fenty Cream Blush in Daiquiri Dip, and this is what it looks like. I have used this one time this month. If you've been on my channel before, you will know I don't really like cream products, and that is kind of one of the reasons I put this in this project. This is the only cream blush that I kept in my cheek declutter. If you have not seen that declutter, I will link it in the cards above, but I got rid of all my other cream blushes and only kept this one. So I thought if I am going to keep it, I need to use it. So I put it in this project, and I've only used it once, as I said, but that one time I used it, I did really enjoy it. It's just, I don't know, it's the extra step of cream blush, which is like, ugh, why? You know, like it's just difficult for me. And it is a very summery shade as well. It was probably the wrong time to roll this into the project, but you know what? We're gonna power through. It could also be a very Christmassy shade, Christmas red. There you go. That is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get some use out of this coming month. This is my e.l.f. Camo CC cream. This is what I'm wearing today. I've been kind of playing around with this, to be honest. My first impressions of this were not good at all. This looked really dry and really heavy and really cakey on my skin. As you can see, we've got quite far down. I've used this 8 times this month, so a fair good chunk. I am wearing it today, like I said. It does sink into my smile lines, which I didn't like, but I've kind of found that everything does, no matter what I do. I am going to be making a whole video about that in January, so yeah, there's going to be mixed opinions on that video, but we'll see. But I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to get fillers in my smile lines. I made an appointment in January. So I'm going to try and use this after that, because that's the only thing kind of I really don't like about it. If I use a really good moisturizer underneath, it doesn't look as thick, it doesn't look as heavy. I don't use much of this at all. So yeah, we'll see when I get my fillers done. We'll see if I like this a little more, which I think I will, because these are the only things setting it back. Next is my Coty Airspun. We did hit and surpass 10 uses on this. This is the only loose powder that I've been reaching for this month. With loose powders, I just kind of have one on rotation at a time. I don't see the point of having loads of loose powders out, because it just sets your face, and I really like this Coty Airspun. It's a classic for a reason. I hit 10 uses very, very easily, so that is the first product rolling out. Next we have another product that I'm wearing today. This is the Colourpop liner in Icebreaker. I've worn this 5 times, which is probably more than I've ever used it in my life. These Colourpop liners are very, very neglected in my collection, unfortunately. I reach for a black water liner pretty much, 9.9 times out of 10. So I wanted to push myself, use a fun colour. I've really enjoyed it. It goes with, obviously, all the colours that we have in our 10 uses right now. The High Tide and the Ice Dream, it goes with very, very well. It also goes with cool tone neutrals, which are a kind of colour story that I'm working on as well. I really do enjoy this. I want to get use out of these little pencils because they've been so neglected, but I'm glad I got 5 uses out of this. Next is my Ofra Cucumber Primer. I really like this primer. It is a very tacky primer, which I love. I've also used this 5 times this month, so we are halfway to our goal. And yeah, I'm just going to keep kind of trudging on with this. I do want to pan this completely next year. That would be amazing, because I did get it from TK Maxx, and as we all know, TK Maxx makeup isn't the freshest, so I would like to just get this done, because I am very self-conscious about old makeup on my face as of right now. Next is the second product that we hit 10 uses on. This is my SheGlam concealer. Now this is very, very light for me, as you can see, so I do mix this in with my normal concealer. It's just a bit of a brightening kind of concealer. So I put a dot of my normal concealer and then a dot of this just to brighten it up a little bit, and I have really been liking that. I don't think I will be able to use this as like a standalone concealer. Obviously it is the coldest time of the year right now. My skin is the palest and it is still too pale for me, so it's definitely more of a brightening concealer, and I'm glad that I found that out because I'm glad that it has a use in my collection now. It's not just sitting around, it's not just gathering dust. I don't have this wrong opinion of it. I do like it, just not as a full normal concealer. And finally, this I'm also wearing today. This is my Revolution Hydra gloss. I've really fallen in love with this month. I adore this. I've used this 7 times this month and it is beautiful. I love glossy lips. You all know, adore them. This is such a pigmented, glossy lip and I'm just obsessed. I love it. It's a great colour. It goes with pretty much everything. I adore this so much, so I will probably surpass 10 uses on this as well. Okay, that means 2 more products to roll in, and because obviously I am ending a lot of projects this month, I will have a month break, so I'm not going to be working on much at all, so I really had freedom this month to roll in pretty much anything I want, and I really took that and ran with it. So first I'm going to bring in my Ofra Glazed Donut Highlighter. This has a pan in it, but I've not really reached for it in a very long time. I did use it in a Shop My Stash this month. I will link that in the cards above. But I really want to get a lot more use out of this. If I can pan it eventually, that would be amazing. I'll probably end up frankening it with quite a lot of things because it's so big. But I love this highlighter and it's been so neglected, so I want to roll that in. And secondly, this may be a big mistake because this is a very, very summery product. This is my Revolution Sweet Like a Peach blush palette. This is what, the only thing about that gloss is my hair gets stuck to it all the time. Anyway, this is my little blush palette. I'm doing a series where I am like reviewing every like blank in my collection. So blush, highlight, bronzer, foundation, primer, all that kind of stuff. And I want to get a good like review of all 4 of these to go towards that video. So I'm going to pop this in a Project 10 Uses just to get some really good love on it, really see what I like, what I don't like, and hopefully we should be able to get a little bit more of an understanding of it because this has definitely been neglected. Okay, so that is the end of this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, definitely like and subscribe. That poor puppy is not having a good day. I hope you didn't hear it too much. I hope it wasn't too distracting. But yeah, when kids cry, I get like angry, like just frustrated with the child. But when a puppy cries, I'm like, no, save the poor dog. Alright, this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have an amazing day and I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye bye!